What's up, everyone? Nightmare here. Today we're going to be picking this Yale 500. This is a blue belt, 1 standard driver, and 4 spools. See if we can get this guy open. Start out on the bottom of the keyway with a D-book. And then eventually we will pick off the warding, set some of the high lifts in the back. Okay, there we go. So this lock has a bit of a story in that it was my very first blue belt lock that I ever got, and I couldn't open it a couple years ago. I worked my way through some what do you call it? Some American 1100s for green belt. And then I picked this up on Amazon. It was going to be my blue belt lock. And I just never able to open it. And that was like 3 years ago. Gave up on lock sport. Not like gave up, like I was like super sad or anything. It was just, I just lost interest, you know. And anyway, got back into lock sport. And you know what? I was like, all right, I've progressed a bunch, or at least I feel like I have, and let me go back and try to open this up. And yeah, I couldn't open it up. So I cut it in half, took it apart, made sure I knew exactly what I was working with, and I'll show you why my first attempts at trying to open this all those years ago failed. So let's go ahead and lock it back up. Take off this C-clip. This one we don't even need to shim, even though it looks like it has this giant gap there. It doesn't matter. So let's show why I was not able to open this originally. Originally, I had a medium hook like this. This is a medium hook? Yeah, this is a medium round hook. And when I started picking, I picked off the bottom of the keyway, and you can see that if we pick off the bottom of the keyway, the warding prohibits us from hitting that back pin. You can pretty much get everything else to oops, sorry. There we go. You can pretty much get everything else to shear. But not that back pin. So what I had to do, like you saw, was take a short hook and pick off this side warding here. You can see that it runs all the way through. We can look at it a little better when we take all the key pins out. But I took this, stuck it through here, made sure that I wasn't going to overset any of the previous pins. You can see, sorry, it's hard to do. There we go. So you can see that's how I was able to hit that last pin without oversetting anything else, picking off the wording. So yeah, super funny that this is what, let's get this the right way. But yeah, that's what held me up all this time. And this time when I got back into lock sport, I did the 98 Pro for my blue belt. Because yeah, I still could not pick this guy. You can see that first pin is, I believe, steel, just for anti-drill. Same with the key pin. This guy also has overmilling, which does come into play a little bit because you're getting a million clicks and you think you're picking serrated pins almost. Especially because the one chamber driver being standard, if it doesn't set and you're setting all the other ones, then it literally just feels like you're picking serrated pins because you never get into that deep false set. So you can see here that overmilling. So yeah, kind of a tricky guy for 5 pins, at least for me. Set that guy down. Oh, yeah, I want to show the warding too. So you can see this warding. The left side is drilled through for the key pins to fit in, but the bottom right is solid, and that makes it really tough to get a pick in and around. But yeah, you can see for our max lifts, we were coming in on this side and going all the way up like that, as opposed to where it was impossible to pick from the bottom, even with a deep hook, and get high enough to set, because that's about all we have through the warding. You can see it like barely goes up through. It just wasn't quite high enough for that very high set pin. Pin number 5. So now let's start in the front here. This is our standard. Number 2. That's our first spool. Number 3. Another spool. This is number 5. And then last but not least, number 4. So yeah, a very tricky and frustrating pick if you don't know what's going on. Nothing crazy with the core. And like I said, just over milling on this guy. And yeah, I think this is probably the most prohibitive warding I've had in a lock in my journey so far. I don't think anything else has stopped me quite like this guy has. So let's get a close-up of the pins. And let's go ahead and put this guy back together since we're here. And yeah, trying a little bit more closer up view. So I'm not sure if the autofocus or clarity is good as my other videos. But just trying new stuff. I got a new lighting setup, so see how everything works out and looks. And yeah, super excited to be able to cross this one off the list. It was one of those locks that I probably would have never got had I not either one, got really good, or two, just took it apart and figured out what was going on the inside. So I would always joke that this Yale 500 and my Master 140 kick my butt all the time. And this one I've never opened. The Master 140 is just kind of I really got to sit there and single pin pick it for a little bit, but the feedback's just terrible. This one, the feedback's actually great. It was just that I didn't know about the warding restricting my pick. And that is the Yale 500. Be careful here because I don't have that C-clip back on. Let's go ahead and throw that back on. And that is the Yale 500 picked and gutted with reassembly. And one that has been a thorn in my side for a very long time. So I am very excited to get this one picked. And yeah, thank you all for watching.